Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please hit like and subscribe below for more audiobook summaries. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Book summary. Robert Kiyosaki, an American businessman, grew up with two fathers, one poor and highly educated, and the other rich but lacking formal education. While the highly educated father believed that loving money is the root of all evil, the other father believed that it's the lack of money that causes problems. He worked towards earning more money and developed ways to let his money work for him. He died a wealthy man, leaving behind a sizable inheritance to his family and charity, while the highly educated father left only debts. At age 9, Kiyosaki chose to follow the financial teachings of his best friend's uneducated father, who ran his own business, over his own highly educated father. In his book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki shares the 6 valuable financial lessons he learned from his surrogate father. This book aims to educate readers on financial literacy and help them take steps towards financial independence. Lesson 1: The rich don't work for money. In 1956, Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, was a 9-year-old boy who was not invited to his rich friend Jimmy's parents' beach house because he was poor. Feeling left out and frustrated, Kiyosaki asked his father how he could become rich. His father told him to use his head, but Kiyosaki wanted a more concrete answer. So, he asked his best friend Mike to introduce him to his father, who was a successful business owner. Mike's father offered to teach Kiyosaki how to make money if he worked for him. Kiyosaki accepted the offer but became restless and unhappy after 3 weeks. He was only earning 10 cents an hour and wasn't learning anything. He decided to confront Mike's father and ask for a raise. However, Mike's father taught him a valuable lesson: instead of blaming others for his problems, Kiyosaki needed to take responsibility for his own growth and learning. He needed to change himself and learn from his experiences. This was only the first lesson. The second lesson was even more important: most people are content with working for a regular paycheck, even if it's a small one. They prefer the security of a steady income to the risk of pursuing their passions. Fear of not being able to pay their bills keeps them trapped in jobs they don't enjoy. In contrast, rich people don't work for money, they have money work for them. They invest in assets that generate passive income, such as stocks, real estate, or businesses. By focusing on acquiring assets instead of working for money, the rich create financial freedom for themselves. They can choose to work if they want to, not because they have to. This mindset is crucial to building wealth and achieving financial independence. In summary, the first lesson is to take responsibility for your own growth, while the second lesson is to focus on acquiring assets that generate passive income. By applying these principles, anyone can achieve financial freedom and live life on their terms. Lesson 2: The importance of financial literacy. Many individuals claim they are not interested in money, yet they spend 8 hours a day working to earn it. However, time is a scarce commodity, and becoming a millionaire by the hour is impossible. It is simple math. Wealth does not come from earning a lot of money, but from retaining it. Unfortunately, many former professional athletes and lottery winners have gone bankrupt, despite having millions at some point in their lives. Money is not a problem solver, it often exacerbates issues. If you have the spend everything you earn mentality, you will remain poor, regardless of how much you earn. An increase in income will only result in increased spending. This is a common issue among talented individuals worldwide, including Kiyosaki's biological father. They work hard to earn money but lack the knowledge to manage it. Kiyosaki claims that financial aptitude is the missing piece in their education, including managing money, keeping it safe from theft, prolonging its lifespan, and making it work harder for you. For this reason, Kiyosaki believes that financial literacy should be a mandatory subject in schools. It may also be the easiest subject to learn, as understanding the difference between an asset and a liability and investing in assets is key. It is that straightforward. Lesson 3: Focus on your asset columns. Many people are confused about what constitutes an asset and what is a liability. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, while a liability takes money out of it. The rich have mastered the art of acquiring assets, while the poor and middle class acquire liabilities that they mistakenly think are assets. The poorest people have only expenses. If you want to become rich, you must focus on building your asset columns, rather than your income statements. Kiyosaki advises, keep your daytime job, but start acquiring real assets, not liabilities. Real assets can be classified into 7 categories. 1. Businesses that don't require your presence, you own them, but they are run by other people. 2. Stocks. 3. Bonds. 4. Income-generating real estate. 5. Notes, IOUs. 6. Royalties from intellectual property, such as music, scripts, and patents. 7. Anything else that has value, produces income or appreciates, and has a ready market. The key to minding your own business is to focus on building and maintaining a strong asset column. Once a dollar goes into it, never let it come out. Rather than working for money, make money work for you. The beauty of this approach is that money works around the clock and can work for generations to come. Lesson number 4, the history of taxes and the power of corporations. In this lesson, Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of making money work for you, rather than the other way around. When you work for money, you give power and control to your employer, whereas when money works for you, you keep that power and control. Taxes play a significant role in this, as employees are limited in their ability to manage their taxes, while employers can spend before paying taxes. This is where corporations come in. They are legal entities that protect the wealth of the rich. By using corporations, the rich can turn personal expenses into corporate expenses, reducing their taxes significantly. While this may sound unethical, Kiyosaki argues that it is simply a matter of financial intelligence, which involves a combination of technical skills. These skills include accounting, the ability to read and understand financial statements and numbers, investing, the science of making money work for you, understanding markets, the ability to differentiate between the technical and fundamental aspects of investments, and law, a good understanding of state and federal regulations, tax advantages, and possible lawsuits. By mastering these skills, one can build wealth and keep it protected through the use of corporations. Kiyosaki emphasizes that it is essential to invest in one's financial education and develop financial intelligence to achieve financial freedom. Lesson number 5, the power of the mind in creating wealth. Our mind is the most powerful asset we have, capable of creating immense wealth if trained well. But if left untrained, it can lead to unpaid bills and financial struggles. In life, we have two options: either work hard, pay taxes, and save what is left, or develop our financial intelligence and use our mind to build a strong asset column. Unfortunately, many people choose the first option because they fear failure and want to avoid taking risks. However, as Kiyosaki points out, avoiding failure also means avoiding success. To get ahead in the real world, we must be willing to make mistakes and learn from them. Safe and conventional investments rarely lead to significant wealth, it's the bold and innovative ideas that pay off in the end. To create wealth, we need to think outside the box, seize opportunities that others miss, raise money, and invest in our ideas. This requires taking risks, but as with all things that matter in life, it's worth it. Remember, you never know what you can achieve until you try. Just as you took a chance when you asked someone you love out on a date, you must take a chance on yourself and your ideas to create wealth. Lesson number 6, work to learn, don't work for money. Kiyosaki had two father figures, one educated and focused on job security, the other rich and focused on learning. He eventually realized that working for money was a trap and that working to learn was the key to success. He even left a secure job in the army to join Xerox, where he could learn about marketing and selling. He believed that success was not only about managing cash flow and systems but also about managing people. Kiyosaki's gamble paid off. He eventually became an owner of an investment company and retired at age 47 as a multimillionaire. Follow his advice and work to learn, and you may also find success. Remember, job security is not everything, and being stuck in a job just to earn money is a trap that can prevent you from reaching your full potential. Instead, focus on learning and growing your skills, even if it means taking risks and stepping out of your comfort zone. Final words. It is no hyperbole to state that Rich Dad Poor Dad is a cultural sensation of our time. This book has topped the bestseller lists of all 4 publications reporting to Publishers Weekly for an extended period. Additionally, it has been named as the #1 money book by USA Today for 2 consecutive years and has been translated into 51 languages. The book's remarkable success has led to the creation of the widely popular Rich Dad book series, comprising over 20 titles, which have sold over 30 million copies worldwide.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please hit like and subscribe. Here is the summary of one of the best-selling book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, delves into the age-old desire of achieving wealth with minimal effort. Published in 1937, it highlights the idea that the way we think can determine our financial success. Hill emphasizes that adopting a particular mindset is key to becoming rich, and he explores the power of positive thinking. With this in mind, readers can unlock their potential and tap into the power of their thoughts to achieve financial prosperity. As a young boy, Napoleon Hill was given a secret by Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest men in history and a pioneer of the American steel industry in the 19th century. Carnegie believed that anyone could become rich, as long as they had the right mindset. Hill spent the next 25 years interviewing over 500 of the wealthiest people of his time to determine if they shared the same key to success. The result of his research was Think and Grow Rich, a book that reveals the power of the mind in achieving wealth and success. The potential of our thoughts is immeasurable, especially when combined with a strong drive to succeed. According to Hill, success can be achieved through the power of positive thinking, as long as you have a solid plan in place. When success starts to come, it can arrive suddenly and in great abundance, leaving you wondering why it took so long. To achieve this kind of success, it's important to be passionate about your goals. To begin with, you need a clear and specific goal that you feel strongly about. Edwin C. Barnes serves as a prime example of the power of a burning desire to achieve. Despite not knowing Thomas Edison, Barnes had a definite desire to work with him. He walked into Edison's workshop and proposed working together, and his determination convinced Edison to hire him. Hill explains that when a person desires something deeply enough to stake their entire future on it, they are sure to succeed. The key is to have a definite goal that one feels passionately about, and to let that desire manifest itself on the outside. Barnes eventually worked with Edison, not for him, by convincing Edison to let him sell his dictaphone. This burning desire for success is essential for achieving one's goals, as thoughts have the power to manifest into reality, and by controlling one's thoughts, one can control their fate. Persistence is the key ingredient to achieving success, as it ensures that small failures or setbacks won't hold you back from reaching your goal. When combined with a burning desire to succeed, it can create a powerful force that propels you towards your dreams. Henry Ford's determination to create an 8-cylinder motor is a prime example of this. Despite his engineers initially telling him it was impossible, Ford persisted and instructed them to keep trying until they succeeded. After numerous setbacks, they finally achieved their goal. This kind of persistence and unwavering determination is what separates successful people from those who give up at the first hurdle. With the right mindset and the willpower to persevere, you too can achieve anything you set your mind to. Opportunities can sometimes come in unexpected ways and can be disguised as misfortune or temporary defeat. Unfortunately, many people fail to recognize this and give up on their goals when they encounter setbacks. For instance, Ayu Dhabi stopped digging for gold just 3 feet away from a gold vein worth millions of dollars because he was discouraged by temporary defeat. Persistence and the ability to see opportunities in every setback is crucial for success. Believing in yourself and having faith in your goals is crucial for success. Your faith can be transformed into reality by the subconscious mind, which transmits it to infinite intelligence. Autosuggestion can help strengthen your belief in yourself. The conscious mind controls what reaches the subconscious mind, and through autosuggestion, you can control this process. Writing down your goals and reading them aloud twice a day can feed your subconscious with thoughts that you are already in possession of what you crave, triggering automatic thought habits that can turn your goals into the reality. This self-reliance will also boost your persistence in achieving your goals. Imagination translates your desire to become rich into action, being the mind's workshop. It led to incredible achievements, like exploring the solar system or long-distance communication via the telephone. Our imagination limits what we can achieve, and has 2 types, synthetic and creative. The synthetic imagination combines existing concepts into new forms, while the creative imagination generates original ideas through direct communication with infinite intelligence and connects with the subconscious thoughts of others. However, the creative imagination requires the conscious mind's strong desire to initiate new ideas. Your imagination is essential to transforming your ideas into actionable plans. Hill suggests that sexual energy can feed one's imagination as a desire that cannot be suppressed. When channeled into creative expression, it can be a useful tool for becoming wealthy. Interestingly, the influence of a woman has been cited as a motivating factor for many men who have amassed great fortunes and achieved remarkable success in various fields. To become rich, it's important to specialize in something or gain expertise through practice. Formal recognition of skills is not necessary to achieve this. According to Hill, schools and colleges only provide general knowledge which is of little use in accumulating money. Educational institutions do not specialize in the organization or use of knowledge. Real education means development from within. Many successful people have had very little formal education. Thomas Edison, with only 3 months of formal education, invented the light bulb, proving that specialized knowledge is not necessarily gained from traditional education. To effectively utilize knowledge in your area of expertise, you can form a mastermind group of individuals who possess the knowledge you need and use their expertise to achieve your goal. Power, in the form of organized and intelligently directed knowledge, is a byproduct of the diversity of skills within the group. Once the plan is established, the group should meet at least twice a year, and each meeting should have a set agenda to ensure that all members are on track to achieve their goals. A leader should be chosen to organize and direct the group's activities, and the group should have a definite purpose and a specific method of operation. The power of the mastermind group lies in the cooperation and coordination of its members, and when all members are aligned and working towards a common goal, the possibilities for success are endless. Remember, the accumulation of wealth is not a solo endeavor, and utilizing the knowledge and expertise of others can propel you to success beyond your wildest dreams. During these meetings, it's important to address key issues and work on improving the cohesion between group members. Don't be discouraged if your first plan doesn't work out, simply adjust and come up with a new one. Persistence is key. Thomas Edison, for instance, failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. In terms of planning, it's important to recognize that there are 2 types of people, leaders and followers. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide which role you want to play. Even if you start off as a follower, there's always room to grow and eventually become a leader. Intelligent followers have the potential to become great leaders with time and effort. To become a successful leader, you must possess several key attributes, such as courage, self-control, a keen sense of justice, decisiveness, conviction in your plans, a pleasing personality, empathy, understanding, and attention to detail. You must also be willing to go above and beyond what is expected, work cooperatively, and take full responsibility. To achieve wealth, you must also work within the system's rules. Once you have settled on a plan, do not delay, begin working on it immediately. Being able to think positively is crucial for success. Your thoughts can impact your actions and ultimately determine your success. The subconscious mind is where thoughts become actions, so it's essential to fill it with positive emotions and desires. If you have a success-conscious mindset, then success will come your way, but if you become failure-conscious, then failure is likely to follow. It's essential to maintain a positive attitude and focus on your desired outcomes. Remember, you are the master of your thoughts and emotions, so take control and direct them towards success. Yes, that's correct. The power of positive thinking is essential in achieving success and accumulating wealth. The law of attraction, as it is sometimes called, suggests that the thoughts and emotions we put out into the universe are what we attract back to ourselves. So, by focusing on positive thoughts and emotions, we can attract positive outcomes into our lives, including wealth and success. On the other hand, negative thoughts and emotions can hold us back and prevent us from achieving our goals. Fear, doubt, and indecision can lead to inaction and missed opportunities. Therefore, it's important to recognize and control these negative emotions and replace them with positive ones. This can be done through techniques such as affirmations, visualization, and meditation. Remember, your thoughts and emotions have power, and by focusing on the positive, you can attract success and wealth into your life. That's a great summary of the key takeaways from Hill's book. While it's true that some of his ideas may seem outdated to modern readers, the core principles of having a positive mindset, setting specific goals, and taking action towards them are still valuable today. It's important to remember that success is not just about having a certain mindset or following a set of rules, it's also about adapting to changing circumstances and being open to new ideas and approaches. By combining these timeless principles with modern knowledge and resources, anyone can achieve their dreams and become successful in their own right. Thank you for listening. Hit like and subscribe for more book summaries.